Hey everybody, uh, back with a new video. I've had a comment just recently about wanting to know the difference between AWAY and Superflies, and I've also had several friends want to know the difference in opinions of mine on the two boots. So we'll go and get right into that. The guy that left the comment wanting to know the difference on what to get, um, I would go with Superflies, and I'll give you a few reasons why. And if you have any more questions that I don't cover, just leave some comments. But alright, first of all, the main difference between obviously the AWAY and the Superfly is the weight difference, but the weight's really not that big of a deal. It's not to me, at least. They don't make you faster. When I wore my AWAYs, I didn't feel any faster than when I wear my Superflies, or even when I wear my lasers. But I'd show you my AWAYs to show you the difference in wear and tear, but I sent them back in October when I got them in August because they are in such horrible condition. They were unwearable after 3 months, and I didn't even wear them for every game and every practice because I swap my boots within and out, so I don't wear them all down that quick. But the sole plate ripped away from the upper, pretty much the entire part of it. A stud popped off on a hard ground surface. I got stepped on by a guy that was wearing Legends, so rounded off studs, and they put 2 rips in the upper, which consequently broke one of my metatarsals in my foot, so no protection. And I think 2 of the little eye holes where my laces go through ripped, and I wore the really thin sock liner, and after about 3 weeks of wearing them, I could feel like the studs pushing through the insole against my foot, and they're triangular, so they were really uncomfortable. So I don't know if you wanted AWAYs or primes, but we won't even get into primes because if I'm complaining that much about AWAYs, you wouldn't even want to know my complaints with primes. My main one is everybody always talks crap about Nike Vapors, specifically Superflies, with the scent studs, and they think that's a load of crap because they don't work. My friend's actually taken them out when he was converting them into a mixed sole plate, and while taking them out, the spring was loosening every time you put pressure on it, so they actually do work. You can't tell because it's that little of a difference. But they believe that the AWAY Prime, the different colored studs, are performing different actions for your boot. Really? Come on, guys, you need to use your head on that one. I mean, they've just choose different colors for the studs. It just makes them more flashy and appeals to people's senses. I mean, you got to use your head sometimes. At least these actually show a difference in when you wear them. But the only downfall I have with Superflies is the price. I think I'm a Gold Club member, so I get $3.50, and sometimes a little bit cheaper, which is pretty steep for a pair of boots, but you're paying for quality. I've owned 3 pairs of Superflies, 2 Superfly 1s, and 1 Superfly 2, and have worn them for quite some time. Never had them break, never had them rip. I had a lace ripped, but I was swapping them out to put the red laces, the red Nike laces in them anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Another big plus for Superflies over the AWAYs is the protection. They're a little bit thicker, but still pretty light, but you get a nice protection with them. I've been stepped on plenty of times, obviously playing striker and a winger, and it does not hurt nearly as much wearing my Superflies as it did wearing AWAYs. The fly wire obviously is a great bonus. You get less material, but it contours better to your foot. I have a pretty narrow foot, and even AWAYs didn't fit that well, but Superflies fit perfect. I have mine right here, so you can just see the way. I mean, that's basically, I think that's why I like them so much, is because that's basically how my foot is. And it's pretty flat too. But I mean, it's a narrow fit through and through. To me, it is. And you might have seen, but yeah, I do have an Adidas sock liner in there. because I do have flat feet, so the standard insole was not cutting it for me, you know. But if money's not that big of a deal to you and you want something that's good quality, will last you a while, gives you protection, still a great boot, I'd go Superfly every day. And also I would go either the Maestri Elite, which is another great boot, which fortunately I don't have those anymore. Uh, and obviously the new Tempo Elites, which I tried those on, and they're pretty incredible. Uh, Definitely will be a buy for me. And if you like Nike Elites, then you should go for those because they are great. Um, Hopefully that answers most of y'all's questions, or if you guys are ever wondering. But to the guy that left the comment, I'd go Superflies, and I'd go Superfly 3 because the toe box is lower, and I think they look a little bit better than the Superfly 2s personally. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, and thanks for leaving the comments on past videos, and hopefully I'll have more videos up to come. So leave comments, any questions you guys go and ask me. I have a pretty unbiased opinion on all boots because I've tried everything and try on a lot of different boots. So don't, feel free to ask me any kind of question about anything, and I'll give you a good answer about it. So just inbox me, leave a comment, do whatever, and subscribe. So thanks, guys.